Ladies and gentlemen, Warren Buffett has sold his $4 billion, or the majority of his $4 billion stake in TAIWAN Semiconductor. That should tell you that this is all very, very, very serious, and that an invasion is imminent, not only because of Warren Buffett. That's a minor, insignificant consequence to a potential catastrophe, a second invasion under Biden's watch. But here, the 92-year-old CEO of Berkshire Hathaway said he dumped the bulk of his $4.1 billion stake in TAIWAN Semiconductor Manufacturing Company within the space of one financial quarter last year, in part owing to the risk of an invasion on the island nation. That's a Fortune magazine article. Okay? ABC News, China ready to fight after 3 days of large-scale military drills around Taiwan. They were the largest military drills on record. ABC News, Fortune, and then you can look. This is The Economist. Taiwan produces 60% of the world's semiconductors and over 90% of the most advanced ones. Most are manufactured by a single company, TAIWAN Semiconductor Manufacturing Corporation. Until now, the most advanced have been made only in Taiwan. So, this is a second invasion, one in Europe. And then we have, unfortunately, hopefully it doesn't happen. God bless the people of Taiwan. But this is a result. I kept telling people it was a moral imperative to vote for Trump. None of this would happen under Trump. Absolutely none of this. Okay? It didn't happen. We already can look back at his track record. It didn't happen because he focused on the economy and he focused on leveling economic might against adversaries. Trump was the anti-neocon, the opposite of the Bush, Cheney, Rumsfeld, Lincoln Project, Biden foreign policy. Now, Biden doesn't even really have a foreign policy. He just reacts. He actually doesn't even react. He does nothing. There was a greater emphasis on trying to prevent the invasion in Europe by Macron and other European world leaders. But when Democrats and media and bureaucrats pushed to tank, this is very important. So if the morally superior, wonderful, highly educated liberal Democrats stumble upon this channel and they say, oh, you used to be a Bernie Sanders supporter and now you like Trump, oh my God. It's like, well, I wanted record low poverty, record highs in household median income, which is what we had with Trump. Real wages up, which is what we had with Trump. And the Doha Agreement, which is what Biden completely botched, which was a kind of communicated to the world that we were completely inept under this president, mashed potato brains. It called for a May 1st, 2021 withdrawal. If anyone ever says that, well, Biden, it wasn't his fault. It was a May 1st, 2021 withdrawal. It was never going to be easy, but he went past May 1st. Okay? Literally broke the major foundation of that agreement. But anyway, he didn't leave on May 1st, 2021, and the whole thing, those 13 Americans should be alive today, and those over 100 Afghans should be alive. Biden worked with our mortal enemies there, and it's just unbelievable. The whole thing was a catastrophe. Okay, there still could be Americans left there. But we had the Doha Agreement, Abraham Accords with Trump, first president to step foot in North Korea. We did not have an invasion in Europe, but they impeached him anyway. We did not have the real potential for an invasion right now of Taiwan. And when Democrats and media and bureaucrats tanked their state economies, caused toilet paper runs, now we're going to have bank runs. our dominance on the world stage is based on our economy, not necessarily. The military might was always tied to the economy. Okay? We have the money for 11, 12 aircraft carriers. We have the money for prolonged military conflicts. No other country does. Yes, we have the best military in the world, but our economy is, and now our economy stinks under Biden. Absolutely stinks. For a number of reasons. You don't go to battle with the oil and gas associations and states that provide oil and gas for the country under the guise of protecting the environment, and then you flood 200 million barrels of strategic petroleum reserves and beg other countries for oil and gas. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. I've been talking about this for a long time. If you watch this channel, I've been predicting this to take place, unfortunately. And now you have Warren Buffett, selling $4 billion. So, to read my writing on The Hill, The Huffington Post, Salon, The Jerusalem Post, The Federalist, other publications, go to hagoodman.com. And I'll probably have a live stream tonight. We'll talk about this. So be here tonight at around, I'd say, 9 p.m. Pacific time. So 9 p.m. Pacific time, we will have a live stream this evening. And if you want to be, if you go to contact goodman88@gmail.com to be part of a newsletter. And ladies and gentlemen, to my super thank you that's below next to the like and the share buttons, and to my Patreons, to my new Patreons, thank you. If you want to support my work long term, my Patreon is below. But ladies and gentlemen, why is this happening under Biden? The absurd, completely irrational, sad, and pathetic rebuttal is, oh, it would be worse under Trump, but we didn't even get close to this under Trump, and it didn't happen. We tanked our economy because of the apoplectic and hysterical, stupid reaction to you know what. Okay? Once we shut down economic activity, and you had bureaucrats saying, well, Beijing is doing the same thing. They're doing it really well. You had Democrats praising the response by a country, and you had Biden selling strategic petroleum reserves to China, which they'll use to invade Taiwan, unfortunately, just like the Clinton campaign and the DNC used Bernie Sanders' money to buy the Steele dossier. If you want to make the comparison, then they were fined, but Trump wasn't fined. But it's all about get Trump now, second invasion. Now, I hope this doesn't happen. This would be a catastrophe. But it's directly because of the Democratic Party and Biden. We are 2023. He won 3 years ago, okay? We're going into his 4th year. Do not tell me this has anything to do with Trump. We're going into mashed potato brain's 4th year. His economy, we're going to see bank runs now. China does not care if the global economy collapses again because of the semiconductor issue and the supply chain issue that's going to take place. They see that we're weak in terms of not military might, in terms of strategy. Trump had a strategy. The tariffs worked. In fact, Biden didn't remove the tariffs. And he didn't remove the Trump tax cuts. And of course, Democrats, despised both because it was Trump. But you don't have an understand. The countries that oppose the U.S. have zero concern about what Biden will do. And I'm not talking from a military point of view. Everyone knows we have the best military in the world. But once you have nuclear armament, it really doesn't matter. So there's nothing we could do to a nuclear-armed country. Our economy cannot sustain a prolonged defense of any country other than our own. And even that's debatable. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now. Second invasion under Biden. It was a moral imperative to have voted for Trump. This would never have happened with Trump because he focuses on economic growth, not all the other issues that Biden focuses on in a hypocritical way. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now. Thank you. Be here tonight for a live stream.